From mid-century to contemporary, public to private, we're in search of the very best in art, homes, happenings, stores, restaurants, and people. Things that defy categories. The perpetual freshness and cool of modern never ceases to captivate us. Join us for another edition of Modern Dallas TV to discover what's going on and where in the modern world. It's the holiday edition of the Dallas Modernist Meetup, December 13th, 6 to 8 p.m., hosted by Scott Plascuna in the Dallas Design District. RSVP on Facebook at Dallas Modernist Meetup, and we'll see you there. Modern Dallas Real Estate this week is at 8401 Linwood at the entrance to Bluffview, and I'm here with the agent Julie Provenzano with Dave Perry Miller Real Estate. Julie, when you walk into this home, it's just got a great vibe and a great feel. But what's more impressive is the way this lot's designed. The builders created a great space.
The builder's done an incredible job. It's Brian Maines of Prospect Custom Homes. They have a long history in the area. They do Energy Star certified homes and a commitment to excellence. And this is not an easy lot to develop, and to his great credit, he came up with such a superb design that allows for a really open floor plan, a great flow indoor to out, and really ideal for entertaining.
And obviously entertaining is very important, but one of the things that, we were talking about, this kitchen just has a awesome feel. I don't know what it is, whether it's the white lacquer, the wood finish.
Absolutely.
We're just standing here and it's like, wow, this is great.
It's really the heart of this home, and what they did that you don't see typically in a spec property these days is they have a custom walnut cabinet that is beautifully complemented by the high gloss white lacquer cabinets, beautiful quartz countertops, the highest end appliances with Sub-Zero and Wolf. And it's just the way that the kitchen communicates with the living space and the outdoors it really makes for an incredible backdrop.
And obviously one of the other things besides the bedrooms and that, great guest quarters.
Incredible guest quarters. It's one of my favorite things about this house. You've seen it over the course of looking at many properties. A lot of people will call something guest quarters that are really more like a punishment above a garage. This is truly luxurious. What Brian has created is a beautiful breezeway around the perimeter of the house. And so right on the other side of the breezeway is the entrance to luxurious guest quarters that contains not only a bedroom, but also a private living space and a full bathroom. So that makes up our 5th bedroom and our 4th full bath. And it could be used as a private home office, guest quarters, an artist studio. It really, the possibilities are endless.
The house, as we say, spectacular, great front contemporary facade. Judy, the house is listed for?
$1,599,000.
And where can they find it online?
Online through DavePerryMiller.com or ProvenzanoGroup.com.
And if you want to see all the modern listings in Dallas, visit our website at moderndallas.net. Julie, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Modern Dallas Art this week is here at JM Gallery, and I'm here with Chris Heinlein, the director of the gallery. We're here to see the show by Shawn Saumell, In a Moment, For a Moment, and Apply. And this is just an incredible body of work from Shawn, and not surprising.
Yeah, so if you've followed our gallery, you know that we've worked with Shawn in the past. We've had 2 shows in past years, and so we're really excited to have him back in this space.
So there's 2 bodies of work. Give us a sense what In a Moment, For a Moment is, and then we'll talk about Apply.
Yeah, so In a Moment, For a Moment, if you're familiar with Shawn's work, is very much in line with what he's done in the past. He's making constructed landscapes, and what that means is he's using found objects to create miniature sets that he then photographs, and the way that he photographs them makes these miniature displays look larger than life. And so In a Moment, For a Moment is kind of a non-linear narrative. So the body of work tells a story and follows this character who is desperately trying to find a way to capture moments and capture memories because, you know, as anybody will tell you, time is fleeting. So she's doing it in a couple different ways. One of them is by dismantling clocks. Another is using a mirror to try and cast a reflection onto a sundial to manipulate time. But as we all know, that is futile. And so we're reminded of the futility of her efforts with decay, or signs of decay. So you'll see bones in some of the images as well as decaying flowers. And so as much as she's struggling to be able to find a way to capture a moment, she never will be able to succeed in that.
And then on the converse is apply.
Yes, so apply is a little bit divergent from what we've seen from Shawn in the past, but it's still taking that kind of essential transformation that we see in his constructed landscapes. With apply, he's taking everyday object, strips of toilet paper, something that's taboo, something that everybody uses, but no one really talks about or notices. It's always in the background. And he's photographing them in a way to transform it from that everyday object into something magical and fine art, and elevating it into these really great, subtle, abstract forms that are just incredible to look at.
They are, and one of the other things that's really great about this show is Shawn's ability to present them the way he has.
Definitely.
Because, especially on this body of work, and then obviously on that.
Right, so Shawn is actually, for In a Moment, For a Moment, he's actually printing directly onto wood panels. And what that does is the highlights in the photographs are just the naked wood. And it gives them these just really deep browns, and it makes the colors so much richer than if he had printed them on paper or some other material. It just matches the body of work so well.
And then on apply, obviously those great frames just make those pieces just pop out.
Right, I mean there's a lot of subtlety in apply, and so with these gray metallic frames, it just really sets them off and makes them pop out.
Well, it's a wonderful show. How long is it going on for, and how can they find you?
So this show will be up through December 23rd. You can visit us Wednesday through Sunday, and check us out online at jmgallery.org.
Wonderful. If you'd like to see all the modern listings in Dallas, visit our website at moderndallas.net. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. It's the holiday edition of the Dallas Modernist Meetup, December 13th, 6 to 8 p.m., hosted by Scott plus Kuna in the Dallas Design District. RSVP on Facebook at Dallas Modernist Meetup, and we'll see you there. Modern Dallas this week is here at the Bonny Studio in the Encaustic Center in Richardson, Texas, and I'm here with Bonnie Leibowitz, the owner of these studios. Bonnie, not only are you an accomplished artist, but this is quite a feat to run these programs, but they're so important on so many levels. How did you get started in this?
Well, thank you, Jeff. I'm glad you're here. I have been teaching for many years now, and I really enjoy teaching. I enjoy seeing the growth of so many students. I started out, about 20 years ago, actually, with these studios, the teaching studios, and I find that it feeds me and feeds my work, and also I enjoy giving and seeing the growth of a lot of artists. So here we have people can work in oil or acrylic painting, and I just assist everybody with what their interests are, whether it's abstraction, realism, landscape, portrait. We work on all kinds of things. And then I also offer different workshops. So we do cold wax, we do mixed media, we do, sometimes when I have a workshop at the Encaustic Center, we'll have it big enough that we work at both studios. We do mixed media. So anyone who wants to engage to further their techniques and their ideas, they can invest more time and really explore these other options.
So obviously we're in the studio side where
Right.
it's on canvas. acrylic,
Right.
oils. But tell us a little bit about the Encaustic side.
So at the Encaustic Center, we're using what's called, encaustic meaning to burn, hot wax. And so it's wax with pigments in it, and you can work on boards, you can also work on paper. The advantage of it is that you can incorporate lots of materials, different papers, string, beads. You can create lots of heavy textures. There's a lot of elements you can do with encaustic that, oil painting might not afford you, but, all of them are great, but they all do different things, different processes.
So tell us how they can find out about your programs. Okay. What programs do you offer, and do you have any workshops coming up?
Yes, so I have, it's the end of the year, so we will have a lot of new workshops coming up. I've planned plenty for 2018. Starting in the new year, if you'll take a look at the website, theencausticcenter.com, and scroll down the home page, you're going to find a lot of things that are coming up. And also at the Bonny Studio, and that's thebonnystudio.com. And anybody interested can just write to me, and I'll send them lots more information.
So Bonnie, being here around all these artists, it's just wonderful to see them engrossed in their work and just dedicated.
Yeah.
What does it take?
Well, that's it. Just dedication, work, and I've had some students, I'm so proud of everybody, but having said that, there's people who have been with me for years, and just seeing the growth in their work and how it's just blossomed, and they've been able to just explore and express much more with their work, and using some valuable techniques, and just seeing the growth over many years is just fantastic.
And I suppose at the end of the day, practice makes perfect.
Yeah, almost perfect. Because that's what makes us want to keep going.
Well, it's just a wonderful experience around all these wonderful people.
Yeah.
And we appreciate the time.
Thank you.
And
Thank you for coming
all the best for
by.
2018.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks.
To wrap up this edition of Modern Dallas TV, we cover local modern events and the art scene. Check out the calendar and the arts page on our website at moderndallas.net. There are always great events from the Dallas Architecture Forum, Preservation Dallas, and the Dallas Center for Architecture has great walking tours in downtown Dallas. Open houses every week, always a great selection. You can create your own mini mod home tour. And Todd Camplin covers the art scene for us, from art galleries to museums and artists. You can check out his page on the website. And lastly, if you're in the market for a modern, mid-century modern, contemporary, home, high-rise or loft, we simply have the finest moderns in Dallas. For this week, we appreciate you being part of our show. We'll see you later.